Hello, I'm Dr. Farmer, and this is chapter 2 in my book called What is Eczema? How to End the Misery Quickly. This chapter is called Simplicity Before Complexity. Now, the reason I've used those words comes from the history of our involvement in eczema, because myself and my company make skincare products, often hygiene products, but basically we like looking after skin. And it arose from the fact that we're working with a lot of nurses. Frequently, something like 30% of nurses have got occupational dermatitis on their hands, so we just made products that the nurses like to use. What we didn't know was that some of those nurses were taking those products home and washing their children because they liked the nice feel left on skin. Those mothers then started calling me and say, "Dr. Farmer, thank you for ending our child's eczema." Now, when I talk about simplicity, you can't get much simpler than not even knowing you're doing it. So that became, we had enough children where this was happening to think, well, we really have to look into this. Now, I know a lot about skin, but the one question that I put to the parents was how soon after they started using our brand did the eczema end? What they told me was it was about 14 days, 2 weeks. Now, I knew that was half the generation time for skin cells from when they start on the inside of the skin to when they get to the top. That allowed me to see that we were actually doing very little. It was very simple. The skin cells were just coming through, getting better, so almost we had done nothing. When I then looked at what was being done before, what products were those being used on those children before, I could see huge complexity. The key thing that you'll see in subsequent videos is that the doctors were of the view that there was something wrong with the immune system. They had to put steroids on to stop that immune system going over the top. They had to, in some cases, use immunomodulating drugs, like the ones they used to stop organ transplants being rejected. This is very, very powerful material, all intended to stop the immune system working. So what was actually going on here is that they were using complexity and the eczema was continuing. We were using simplicity, the eczema was ending. That is what this chapter is all about. Thank you, and the next video will be for chapter 3.